Welcome back to Gadget at thetechstop.net, the place where it's always time to get your geek on. I'm Father Robert Balacer, I'm the uber geek Catholic priest, and on this episode, we've got the SumoLounge Sway Couple.
SumoLounge International is one of the premier manufacturers of upscale beanbag furniture designed to be at home in your gaming den, living room, or work study. We reviewed their Omni Starter beanbag 2 years ago, and it was a comfortable, durable, and fashionable piece of furniture that we still use to this day. This time they sent us their Sway Couple, the newest member of the SumoLounge beanbag family. The first thing that you'll notice about the Sway Couple is that it's big and heavy. The beanbag just about bursts out of its oversized shipping box, and it's almost overwhelming for an out-of-shape uber geek such as myself. That's not to say that the Sway is too heavy, and large is why we bought it, but this isn't the kind of beanbag that you'll be throwing in the corner when you're done using it. If you're new to SumoLounge, your first inclination may be to scoff at the idea of upscale beanbag furniture, but the Sway is as far from a generic beanbag as a Bugatti Veyron is from a 1992 Toyota Tercel. If it were a dog, it would be a big dog that could kick your butt. If it were a color, it would be awesome. If it were a vegetable, it could probably still kick your butt. Point being, unlike a traditional cheap beanbag filled with expanded polystyrene beads, much like the foam that you find in packing peanuts, the Sway is filled with what Sumo calls polyfiber. This material has three major characteristic differences from cheap styrofoam beads. First, polyfiber isn't as much of an insulator as styrofoam. This means that sitting on the Sway will not cause that uncomfortably warm and moist feeling you would get from lying atop a polystyrene-filled bag. Secondly, polyfiber doesn't go flat like styrofoam, meaning that it will retain its shape and fluffiness, unlike a bargain basement beanbag that starts fluffy and quickly turns into a lumpy sack. Third, polyfiber doesn't generate as much static as polystyrene beads, which have a tendency to clump up, so your bag will retain its shape rather than degenerating into the aforementioned lumpy, sweaty, misshapen sack. That's what she said. Aside from the filling, what makes the Sway truly special are its coverings and construction. The Sway is available in either micro-suede or corduroy. If you want micro-suede, you can get the fabric in your choice of fiery red, khaki, funky brown, or pitch black. If you opt for corduroy, the covering on the review unit sent to us by SumoLounge, you get to choose from raspberry red, royal purple, navy blue, or pitch black. Getting past the fineries of polystyrene chemistry and fabric swatches, let me just say that a corduroy-covered beanbag at work is, in a word, heavenly. We had the Sway in our office for the better part of a month, and it quickly became my favorite piece of work furniture in the building. The Sway was perfect for working, lounging, napping, writing, watching training videos, reading, and just chillaxing. One of the nicer features of the Sway Couple is the inclusion of a pocket sewn into the front right of the bag. This oversized pouch is big enough to hold most of your knickknacks and is in the perfect position to keep your remote control, personal electronics, or other essentials within arm's reach. Not just soft and textured, the covering on the Sway looks good. The Sway received extensive use, more than a little abuse, and it still managed to keep its shape. Though we only got in a month of testing, the corduroy covering proved to be durable and its look endured more than a few crumbs and spills. More importantly, with a pedigree reaching back to the SumoLounge Omni, I know that the Sway is built to last. The SumoLounge Sway Couple is available now from the SumoLounge website. You can get the micro-suede version for $279 and the corduroy model for $299. Both versions are priced with free shipping in the continental U.S.
I know that a beanbag is not for all occasions. You're not going to find many beanbags in boardrooms or in the finest of dining halls. You won't find many beanbags in five-star hotel rooms. No, because that's not really what it's about. You see, while a beanbag may not be for all occasions, I firmly believe that a beanbag or something like it is for all people. It's a little bit like junk food, like that guilty pleasure that you have. At the end of a long day, is there something that is nicer than being able to drop down into a comfortable, knowable, soft, geeky beanbag like the Sumo Sway? I don't think so. Now, you could get yourself a cheap beanbag. You could find something for 1/10 the cost of the Sway, but those would be toys, and they will fall apart in a couple of weeks, a few months maybe, if you're lucky. They'll get nasty, they'll get ratty, the beads will come out, so why not treat yourself to something that will be around for a long time? With this covering, with this construction, with this fill, and with this company standing behind it, you know the Sway will be there in years and years to come when you just need that guilty pleasure. Now, if you are looking for something that's a bit more on the comfortable side, that is uber geek chic, that you can throw into your man cave or into your playroom, why not check out the SumoLounge Sway Couple? You can find out more about it by going to the Sumo Lounge website at www.sumolounge.com, or you could drop by our website at www.thetechstop.net. While you're there, go ahead and subscribe to our Twitter feed at twitter.com/PadreSJ. I'm Father Robert Balacer. This is Gadget. And remember, there's no Uber Geek without you.
Now, we've had a couple of weeks to play with this, and this is what we found.
No, I want to see this is what we found.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
No, it's 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dun 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 dun.
Rhythm Nation. All right.
Suck it up. You know how hard it is to do this?
Well, maybe you
holding
should
your breath the whole time. Before we... Did I?
No.
No. Before? No.
I don't know.
Okay. Try that again. Techstop.net. If you go there, you'll be able to find out what Melanie and I are up to, what we're blogging, what we're following, what news stories that we're geeking out to.
Oh, and you can also find... Damn it! I'm so mesmerized by your words.
Yeah.
I forgot mine.
Stop mesmoing.
Or you can follow me if you're a Twitterer. Why are you so low now, dude? Fix it yourself.
Low rider.
Oh, God.